What's going on, folks? We're back again. Got another quick little review for you. Today we are looking at the Manix 2 lightweight sprint run in CPM 15V. Now this is a knife that I had previously and I had sold it. Well, funny story about this knife is I had actually ordered the Magna Cut version from DLT Trading. The lightweight, it's supposed to have yellow handles, Magna Cut blade, and they sent me this one by accident. And I got a hold of them, told them what happened, and they said just send it back. They'd give me the credit to buy the new one. But I messed with this just for a little bit, and I really liked it. So I sent it back. I got the Magna Cut one, ended up putting some different scales on that, but I just missed this one. And I didn't realize that this being a sprint run, it was actually harder to get a hold of another one. So I had to search for a while. I finally found it, bought it. This one's here to stay. So this has a 3.37 inch blade, like I said, of CPM 15V, amazing and edge retention, not stainless, so you got to take care of it. But it also has the Triple B Sean Houston heat treat. Now, I don't actually know who he is. Apparently he does an amazing job with the heat treat, but I love this knife. I don't know what it is about the lightweights. I don't know if it's because the handles are so light that the blade making contact back here just makes it feel so much more solid. I guess maybe because the full-size ones have the metal liners, so when the blade hits the stop pin or whatever it is back there, it doesn't have that solid of a feel. Like, but the lockup is great, like, don't get me wrong, but for some reason this is just so satisfying. Like, I don't know, the opening and the shutting gives you a nice solid feel. Now, like I said, this blade is about 3.37 inches overall. It's about 8 inches long. It's got some great ergos. Got a great little choke up point here. Fits my hand wonderfully. I usually wear a size like 2X gloves. So if you've got smaller hands, you're definitely gonna be able to fit on this. It's got some nice jimping back here on the blade. It's got an extremely sharp edge. I used to really dislike Spyderco. I mean, if you look at it, I'm not gonna lie, it's not the prettiest of blades. You know, they have this weird shape to them. They got the big hole. I was never a huge fan, but as of the last year, I've started getting into them a little bit more. I've had a couple PM2s, a couple PM3s, a bunch of Manix. I like the Manix the best because they have that really solid opening. They have this ball bearing lock, and so when that thing opens up, you get that nice solid clunk. Extremely sturdy, no blade play. Like, their compression lock they have is great too, but this just gives me a more satisfying opening. It's got the brown FRN handles. It's like fiber reinforced nylon or something like that. I don't know what it is. They've got the ugly wire clip. I'll probably throw a lynch clip on this eventually. Made in Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. I don't understand why they put that, but whatever, to each their own. So now I really like this knife. It's very fidgety, as you can see. You can do the reverse flick, you can do the regular old thumb flick, or you can just pull on the lock and open it that way. That doesn't give me nearly as much joy. But like I said, keep your fingers out of the blade path, especially if you're whipping that thing shut, because these things are razor blades. They would definitely give you a nice cut. Now, hold on, let's see something. So this is a Post-it, so I don't know if this will work well, but like I said, Spyderco, even though they're ugly, they give some of the best blade geometry. Like, these things are just made for slicing. Now I've made a mess. But yeah, they come factory sharp right out of the box. The boxes do leave a little wanting. You know, they come in these, nothing special. Get yourself a sticker, something else. But packaging leaves a lot to be desired. There you go. You see it's the Manix 2 brown FRN 15V USA made. So again, this is one of those knives that as soon as I sent it back, I really missed it. Now the whole point of me getting the Magna Cut one was because it had these bright yellow scales, and it was going to be like my designated hiking knife because it's lightweight, yellow, it would be easy to find. But I switched out those scales anyway, and the brown, like, I just really like the way the brown looks. You know, I don't know, I like it. But I also do realize that if I drop this while hiking, it will not be the easiest thing to find. But I also don't really plan on dropping it. I don't think I've ever really had a knife just fall out of my pocket. So I'm not overly concerned. But like I said, I'm a huge fan of this. Very, very comfortable. This actually gives me, I don't know if you've ever had the MSI by Microtech, the polymer version, where the polymer is actually almost a little aggressive. Like, it's got that texture to it, and the lock, it's like, you can almost be like, it can almost be like offensive, you know, like it almost hurts a little bit. This is not nearly as bad, but like this definitely gives you a grip. Like you're not gonna lose this thing. Definitely very grippy. They're coming out with a PM2 in the same configuration that I'm actually really kind of waiting for that drop. I'm looking forward to getting it because why not? It's something new and we all like new stuff. But again, I used to make fun of people for a long time who liked Spyderco because I just thought they were ugly. I don't think this one looks nearly as bad as a PM2 or something like that, but I've had the PM2 and I can't complain, man. They're nice knives. They might have a little bit of an odd blade shape, but they do what they're supposed to do. They cut, they're durable, and they have a decent warranty system. I think I saw somewhere though that you're not even really supposed to open these. Like you basically just send them in and they will warranty them for you. But if you've opened them, it might void it. I don't know how true that is. I do, however, know that they usually Loctite the hell out of this hardware, because on that Magna Cut one I got, I tried to take the pivot out and I stripped it. Ended up having to basically saw around the whole thing. I heated it, I melted the plastic off, and it was quite the debacle, all just to put on some red applied weapons technology scales, which I think just made the knife feel worse. Like, they look cool, but like you hear this thunk, thunk. When you put on the AWT scales, that thunk turns into a tink, tink, like it's aluminum. And I don't understand, because it's still hitting the same metal piece when it stops, but I think it's just the reverberation or whatever, because it makes it feel cheap. It makes it sound cheap. You get this high-pitched tink, tink, tink every time it opens and shuts. So I'm sticking with these for now. I really like it, you know. I really like 15V, and especially now with all the crucible industry stuff going on, that supposedly you might not be able to get this. That might be, you know, harder to come by now that it's being made overseas and not up in Crucible. I think they were in New York, but they went bankrupt, as everybody knows. But I was nervous I wouldn't be able to find one down the road, so I actually paid a little bit above sticker for this, but not much, and I don't regret it. I'm glad I have one of these back in the collection. Like I said, I think Spyderco makes a good knife, even if they're ugly. Not all of them are ugly. Most of them are ugly, but they make a good knife. They, like I said, they have some of the best heat treatment out there. They have some of the best blade geometry. These things, like, that's sharp. Like, even just doing that, like, I feel like if I pressed a little bit harder, I'm gonna cut myself. And I guess that's what a knife is supposed to do, you know? So I enjoy this. If you can think of another knife you want to see or something like that you want me to check out or review, let me know. I do have another one or two. I got a couple fixed blades I want to show off. I'm going to do a little video on this one. This was a gift. This is a Terrain 360 slip joint. I got this from my wife, but this is Terravantium, so this is technically not steel. This is a dendritic cobalt, but slip joints are kind of classy in my opinion. I like to fidget with my knives, and these don't really give you that fidget factor. But even this, if you look at it, I mean, for being a slip joint, that's still a substantial blade. But this, although the close is satisfying, it's not really a fidget factor. I'm not going to sit here and do this. I feel like I would end up losing a finger if I just sat here all day and did that. But anyway, there'll be a review on this coming anyway. But for now, that's about it on the Spyderco Manix 2 lightweight sprint run in 15V. Like I said, if there's anything else you want me to check out, let me know. Like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. I think I'm busting the doors down with 23 followers right now, but I'm still just doing this because I enjoy it, you know? So if you made it this far, I appreciate you, and definitely see you again soon. All right, bye.